the Copa America, and his face was like thunder. And he must have been getting information that they were going to sign someone from the Euros. But Lumsford, hi Frank, I watched the first match of the day today, Liverpool versus Arsenal 64. It's on YouTube with Sir Roger. Yeah, it was the first televised colour, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. First televised colour match. In colour. There's our Francine. I want to see you, boys. I'm just going to read out these, Francine, okay? These comments, because they'll all kick me head in if I don't read them out. It sticks in their head and everything. Right, I'm feeling wrong. I think I'm trying to be pessimistic. Thinking we've sold basically the squad play brought in 60 million and potentially more with the clauses. Signing Davis and Kabak was championship mentality, but we've still got that mentality, I'm afraid, with some. Look at Mello. We knew he was injured, and there was no money for Klopp to buy. And we brought it. He knew when he admitted, "You're right," to the journalists, "I'm wrong." When we saw screaming out for midfielders, and he brought in an injured player. He played 17 minutes for us. I'm going to bring our Francine. Oh, there's JK. I don't think
easy now, Frank.
You're okay?
I'm okay, bro. How are you?
I'm bringing our friend. I'm good. I'm all right. Fed up like
Yeah. Every Liverpool fans are.
Exactly. Is our Francine? You never met Francine, have you?
No. I've been on a show with her before. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there she is. Anyway, she's going to shout at us all now.
No, I'm not.
She's talking. Hi, Francine.
Hiya, you okay?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking
we're all
about
miserable.
yeah. Talking about Love Island, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're all
I haven't got
talking.
much to say because I don't watch it, but
Oh, it's fantastic, Francine. All the lads like it. Anyway, Jay, you know Jay, don't you?
yeah.
Danny Murphy might get promoted from the under-21s to save us. I don't know. I think Jay Spearing's playing for them.
Yeah.
He's gone now.
What?
Has he gone?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he isn't. I was watching it. I was watching the highlights against Eindhoven, and we got battered 4-0.
No, I'm sure he went the other week.
No, Francine, he was one of the.
Right.
You started already.
Yeah.
He was one of the substitutes, so we couldn't have gone.
Oh.
Mad how he's still playing for us. That's mad.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
the under 21s as well. He must be about 45.
Yeah.
He counts for two players.
Yeah. And the under 8s.
Anyway, Callum says, "Don't worry, Frank. We have Jay Spearing in the ranks."
I heard he could play number 6. I heard. Yeah.
Don't even joke, JK, please. Ali. Hello, Ali Danus, all the way from Romania. All the way from that lad. Ali, over the weekend, I will get in touch with you. I promise you. I'm so busy tomorrow because I have another podcast tomorrow night. I have to prepare for that. And I have a podcast on Saturday morning. And I have our Francine coming down tomorrow. Haven't I?
Yeah.
Don't say it all like yeah. Don't say it like
Yeah,
that.
well, Dad, I'm here to talk about LFC, not to talk about me tomorrow, what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm just saying I've got you coming down
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
I've got to talk to Ali. That's all. Ali Noose. The Anfield Roar. Frank, I do believe that Brantwaite lad may be on the cards for us, but midfielders wise, I don't see anyone coming now. Look at our numbers. Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones, Szoboszlai, Elliott, etc., etc. Yeah. No, I agree. But all I'm saying that we need a number 6. What's your take on a number 6, JK?
Yeah, me and you are like the main people always saying that. Actually, there's loads of us now over the time, you know. Last season we needed it in January. Would have probably won us the league if we had a decent enough DM to cover Endo. Because Endo, for me, he did pretty well considering who he was, where he came from, and how old he was. When he was on top of his game, we were sort of winning games. We're looking more secure at the back as well. So that's how important that number 6 is for us.
Okay. What about you, Francine?
So Slot doesn't play. He plays with a sweeper, doesn't he? That's his system. It's all out attack. So he plays with more of like an attacking midfielder. So I feel that he's happy with Gravenberch, to be fair.
Hey, Klopp. You said Klopp.
Slot. I said Slot.
It sounds the same, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I'll call him on. I'll call him on then. He prefers like a sweeper system, so your Rudula type of player. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, hopefully, like Liverpool are quite like miraculous in like bringing someone in that you don't even hear. But I feel that this Richard Hughes, he's a bit out of his depth. So he was the first one to talk to the journalists about like this Zubamendi, and that went like a big pie in his face. So I think that if we were getting someone, he'd be the first, because I think he's trying to prove a point. Because to me, Ward, Edwards, Hughes, they all seem a bit egotistical.
Well,
Yeah.
what you're saying there, Francine, is that Hughes having the pulling power then.
No,
That, he might have been all right for the.
I think Klopp was off.
Sorry.
I think Klopp was off.
Oh yeah. We've said that, haven't we, JK?
Mm-hmm.
And people have agreed as well. Yusuf says, "Does anyone see Rafa's interview on the overlap?"
I never saw it, but I read some of it.
Yeah, Fozzie was talking about that. Like Rafa was a bit. He was even saying the purse strings were pretty tight in them days as well. So it's been a bit of a trait now with our club, you know. Considering we're the biggest club in England, it's a bit embarrassing.
Well, as
With
Yusuf,
the biggest fan base as well in the world. I mean, what was it? We had the most hits and stuff like that on the internet.
Yeah, we had the
You know,
most in
it's
England.
absolutely ridiculous. So for me, if you've got the most hits, that means that people are tuning into LFC TV. You know, buying the channel.
well, Yusuf says apparently we didn't have the resources to compete against United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So he's come out and said it. And we still haven't got the resources,
Well,
financial resources, that is.
well, we're haggling over that goalkeeper, aren't we?
Yeah.
For over 5 million.
Well,
So
that's the way.
that to me sounds like we don't want him, because what's 5 million out of 55? It's not, is it? It's like having £5 out of 50.
Fozzie's well, big up Frank, mate.
That's what Fozzie.
Not chat. Great, isn't it? I wish he'd come on sometime. Frank,
Who's
I hope
who's
you're
the
well.
who's the person in this corner?
Don't know.
Mm.
Oh,
Hello.
that's Brian.
Oh,
Oh,
my name's not showing up. Okay. Hello,
no,
Francine. Hello,
neither's your
Frank.
your photo, Brian.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going with camera today. I have to drop, say, at the top of the hour, unfortunately, but I thought I'd just pop in. It's been a minute since I've been in here, so I just thought I'd drive by, say hello. Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi,
you just
Brian.
go. Are you coming on and going, or what? Are you
Oh,
staying with us?
yeah, I'll stay for a bit. Unfortunately, I have well, it's almost 12:30 here, past the
Oh,
crack of
okay,
noon, and I have a 1 o'clock. So
okay.
I thought you
Well,
was
sorry
having
it's
a
been
bad
so
hair
long.
day.
Oh, sorry, what?
I thought you was having a bad hair day.
Oh yeah, I have a bad day. Yeah, yeah,
That's why you weren't being seen.
yeah. A few road follicles. Yes, okay. All right, down Spartacus. There you go. All right. So anyway.
what we were talking about, Brian, was about a number 6, and
Oh yeah.
also uh, do we really need to bring in players? Because what the chat is saying, we've got rid of so many this season, and we're depleting the squad. We're depleting the squad. And I've always screamed out for a number 6 for the last couple of years now. A decent one.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, last season we were saying what Endo. Well, he's a bit long in the tooth here. He's serviceable, but we need a number 6, and nothing. So we're going to deplete the squad. That I finished 4th place last year, not bring anyone in. So, but he'll still compete for the title. Okay, sure, show me, convince me.
Okay, no, I think that's a fair comment. The Scottish Bear, Frank, I hope you're well today, fella. Oh, thank you, Bear. I'm okay. And the Scottish Bear, oh, they're all talking to one another. They're all talking to one another. I'm sorry about that. Hang on, I just want to go on to a couple of comments because I asked a certain, hang on. I was called a nonce last night.
A nonce.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
shocking word because
Interesting.
what it was, some stream came on. And anyway, I went on, I was listening. And this particular person was saying how FSG saved us.
Oh, gosh. There's
The same
always a group. Sorry, go on.
exactly. And, keep off the backs. Not to me, this is on, the chatters. So I just went onto this particular person and said, they never saved us. Not at all. They didn't save us at all. I said, just go to put the record straight, phone up the Royal Bank of Scotland because they said they came out with a statement saying Liverpool would never have gone into administration. So where are you getting this nonsense from? Who's saying it? Anyway, got back and said, oh, you're a nonce.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it's a cracker, isn't it? So.
Yeah, and the
I've
media
to
saved the
disown me dad
dinosaurs from
now.
drought. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? When somebody like wins an argument, it's easier to call them names, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
well, I said that. I said you've lost the argument. When you become
Yeah.
personal, you've lost your argument.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it. Paul Taylor. Are you Francine?
Oh yeah.
Mark Simons. Big up, Francine.
Hey. I don't know what to say.
And the Alfredo says, hey, Francine, hope you're well, love. Have a drink, will you? You'll soon need them.
I know.
And CW. Even a Francine. Yeah, see? Even Yusuf says Jay Spearing because Jay Spearing was a substitute. I don't know whether you're aware of it, Brian, for the under 21s yesterday.
Jay Spearing?
Against Eindhoven. Yeah,
Okay.
Yusuf says Jay Spearing's old enough to be the dad.
But is that why then we can sell all the poor kids? Because we've got Jay Spearing.
Yeah. Wait, he identifies as a 21-year-old? Is that,
Yeah.
is that where we're going with this?
As my friend says, he's age fluid.
Right. Oh God.
Darryl, hey Frank, Francine, and JK.
Bless Daryl.
Hope you
Hope you are, bro.
hope you're all right, Daryl. Hi.
And Jay. Hey Francine, hope you're good, and your mum and the boys.
Yeah, we're all okay.
How's the comedy coming? How's the circuit working?
I am doing well. I won a
Nice, man.
gong. I won a gong.
Oh, did you?
I done it. Yeah, I done a roast battle and I won that. And I've got like a few bookings next week and the week after.
Oh, nice one.
Sorted.
Yeah.
Sorted.
I want to go to Edinburgh, but I'm poor.
Well, it's not too far for you. So it's a 2-hour train
No,
ride?
it's the cost. It's the cost of staying there because they just they inflate the prices and stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going next year.
I have cousins there. You could have stayed with them. No.
What? Sorry.
I have cousins there. You could have probably stayed with them, man. No problem.
I should have come
I
on
would have
last
that.
week, shouldn't I?
Yeah. I could have done that for you.
Oh, well, will you do it next year?
Yeah, no problem. I'll let him know now.
Yeah.
So he's prepared. And my cousin sister and that.
Oh,
Well, the Scottish Bear says, Francine, nice to see you.
and
Yeah, you
you?
could have stayed with him. The
Yeah,
Scottish
but he could
Bear.
be in the House of Celebrities. We don't know where he
He's
is.
not, he's in Edinburgh,
Oh,
the middle
okay.
of Edinburgh. And he sets up all the, like the festival things,
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's
especially
good
the
to know.
comedy. Yeah,
Oh, you're
especially
Another
winding
person
me
you know
up.
now.
no, he sets all the comedy up.
You're
The
winding me up.
stages and that because it's like the Beatles weekends, when they set up stages,
Yeah.
and he does all that for all the comedy acts.
Oh, I thought it was all in pubs and bars and stuff.
Yeah, and the bars and stuff.
Frank should have his own show in Edinburgh.
No, yeah.
You know.
Well, so welcome to the comedy show. But anyway, let's see. Got to get back to this football, hopefully. Eminem J. He says every time the fans cry out because we're not stupid, get a crap player in a position not needed. This been going on for years. If they listen to us, the trophy cabinet would be rammed.
Right.
JK.
100%. I think Klopp, when you think about it, he was there for 9 years. One Premier League title, one Champions League title. And we were just probably 1 or 2 players away to get at least 4 of them titles, I always said that. Penny pinching cost us in the long run. When you think about it, you don't get managers like Klopp every day. Klopp was the first guy in 30 years to win us a Premier League title. And we've had some good managers in between. So for me, not looking after him financially with the players on the pitch cost us. What football's like it's like a merry-go-round. If you do well on the pitch, you get more money off the pitch. It's just like common sense, And I think the owners didn't really use their common sense in that way, thinking, why didn't we back Klopp in January, for example, 30-40 million pound DM that would have done a job that would have won us another Premier League title, 100%. And I'll say that forever.
Okay, no,
100.
fair
Yeah,
comment.
totally agree.
Brian,
Yeah.
what's your say on that?
Oh, I totally agree with what was said. Yeah, I mean, we missed 2 leagues by 3 points, yet still it was an effort near act of parliament to try and strengthen. So, I mean, let's just call it what it is. I mean, this football's not important to its ownership, and I mean, it all starts from the top. It's not important. It's just a pastime, and they're perfectly content. As long as there's European football, they're perfectly fine. Top 4 is the height of their ambition. I mean, we won the league in what 2019 because well we had to get that 30-year monkey off our back. After that, it's like okay, that box is ticked. Okay, move on, back to business.
No, they are. No, I'm saying to the chat now, Brian's an American and he knows all about FSG and the penny pinching and the tightness of them. And they're not interested, you just heard them saying. And they're not. We've said that loads of times. Francine, what do you think about what Jay said?
I agree, and I agree with Brian. He took what I was going to say as well. I think FSG underestimate the fans. Well, not that they underestimate the fans; they know what we know, but that's why they're bringing in the tourist fans, because they'll just go just so that they can get a photo, with the Shankly, monuments and in the Cop or at LFC and stuff. So they're not really bothered about fans like us that care about the team, that want investment in the team. They'll appease us by winning a league or getting into the Champions League, and it's not good enough. You can't be one of the best football team currently in the league, the biggest club in the world currently, and not back and build and strengthen and make us progress. The kids that came through last year, they were happy with that. When all our team, like 8 of them got injured, and like these young kids came in and stood the grounds and played probably better than when the first team has come back, to be fair. Or dip happens when like Robertson and all that started coming back. They're happy with that, but now they're selling them as well. So what are we going to be left with? It's like just totally decimating a structure, you know. And I'm fuming.
Well, the thing
But
is, you
I
see,
agree. But I agree what they say. Yeah, totally.
well, okay,
They're
well,
not
okay.
interested.
See, Sluter said he doesn't like playing with big squads. He only likes 17 players. And if any of our main players get injured,
Is that a requirement?
this is without buying. What was you saying, Brian?
Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I was asking,
No.
is that a requirement for the manager job at under FSG? You must not like large squads. You must you have to you have to augment your squads with academy kids, no matter how green they are. Uh, spin this into gold. It seems like what Brendan Rodgers didn't want a large squad. He wanted to evaluate. Klopp didn't want a large squad. He wanted to evaluate first, and then finally a sale here and there, and all of a sudden there was money to spend. Now Slot doesn't want a large squad. He wants 17 players. Okay, we've been down this road before, and it cost us 2 titles. So okay, but again, convince me, show me.
Yeah, I think that's a great comment. Simply because you're 100% right. It's as simple as that.
Mhm.
We would have won more titles. We would have won more Champions League if the investment would have been on the pitch. But unfortunately, you'd get uh, other fans supporting everything that FSG do. Not only that, but they criticise us for criticising them, and
Right.
that's the problem.
Well, I think at this present time, I think now there's more people that dislike FSG. There's no way that you cannot for 1 minute buy any player, anyone, and as a team going for glory, going for trophies, and be happy and satisfied with that when we're playing with the same squad that came third, and only because of
Mm-hmm.
other teams' bad runs that we did come third. We were awful.
Right.
We had loads of injuries. Joss is injury prone. I mean, I don't know whether, Slot's like new training regime might, we mightn't get as many injuries now that, because people were picking up injuries by just like picking up a ball. I don't know, but you just can't be satisfied with that. And then,
Right.
I mean, the biggest thing in my book is we've got 3 of our main players who's running out of contract.
Yeah.
Salah,
Yeah.
who's our greatest ever player.
Right. They let him walk for nothing. Okay.
And I don't care how old he
Yeah.
is. Have you seen the physique on him? I mean, he gets better with age.
Solid.
He's like a fine wine. He may hate me for
Mhm.
saying that, like, but
Well, anyway, Herbert Lom's brother says,
and I'm sorry, I didn't mean that in like a thing. But what I mean is, he's just at peak fitness.
Yeah.
No matter what age he is. Sorry, Dad, but the lad is like Benjamin Button. He's like going backwards in peak fitness. I mean, you look at Andy Robertson, and he needs to be gone. He should go now. He should never get a game after that opening game.
well,
Awful he was.
but we've been saying that. No, there's a Greek reporter, top Greek reporter in Greece, obviously. And the thing is, he came out and said that Semikas is going to not Panathinaikos, Olympiacos
Olympiacos. Yeah.
on loan.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so who are they bringing in? Okay, the window is open till what? End of the month. Who are they going to
Mhm.
bring in a flurry? Okay, so okay, all right.
Do you know
Okay,
what it
that's the other
seems to
thing.
me?
Go on.
We're saying about how much we've earned on sales of players, but what about the wage bill that we've saved as well? I mean, Thiago was a carrier. Well, he was getting carried for all his career at Liverpool. We've cut £220,000 a week on him. That's how much we've saved. And
Right.
then we're cutting a wage bill with Simicast, who's probably on about what 60 or something.
Mhm.
Well, I'll just read a few comments, and I think
All right,
these are
sorry.
a little
I'm getting
controversial.
overexcited. I haven't been on for ages, Dad. I'm getting
Yeah,
overexcited
now,
here.
Francine,
Sorry.
I want to read out the comments.
All right, well, go on.
Thanks. Anyway, Herbert Lom's brother says, right. Looks like it. Now, I want to read a few comments out. Herbert Lom's brother looks like. Sorry. Like Herbert Lom's brother says, looks like Edwards getting the money in from Klopp kids. I want to go back to that actually. And Paul Turner says, we are just being cheapskates with the Georgian goalkeeper like we were with Lavia. If we don't be careful, he could get snapped up. And James, he says, hello, Frank. Sepp Vandenberg transfer confirmed as Liverpool agreed 25 million deal with Brentford. Another one out, nothing in. And Fozy says Arsenal are finally getting that number 8 in midfield. I'm scared. You see, people, and they've already bought players as well. And as Francine said, about we were awful. We were lucky to finish third. Because the other teams below us,
Right.
had a bad run-ins. Point is, the teams above us, I've said this on a number of occasions now, the teams above us have strengthened, so they're going to be better.
Mhm.
The teams below us, they've also strengthened, so they're going to be better, while we're standing still. You see,
Stagnating. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
it's
But
like
still,
we
it's
Bill.
you look at Man City win the league by whatever as lost 4 games or whatever on the trot. Everyone was like, that's it. And then but they've just brought back that good young whatever I can't even say his name. With
Gundogan,
him,
yeah.
yeah, he's just brought him back. That's like, why can't we do that? And not like bring someone back, but why can't we just go in for a player? Why do we have to haggle over £5 million? What is it? To me, that's just a ruse. That's all a ruse. They don't want this fella. They just throwing in names in the hat, and then we're all like, oh, and then that's it.
Well, okay, the Scottish Bear says Liverpool is selling the youth is wrong. Far too many youngsters going out the door. That's concerning. FSG can do one. Sell up and buy your own Boston Celtics.
Right.
So, you know, he just comes out and says it the way the Scottish Bear always does, you know, and, you know, good on him. Anyway, IBR Stella, good evening, Frank and panel. Good evening, IBR.
Evening.
Right. Francine winning more prizes than Everton. That's what you're going. I'm going to go straight to you, Brian. Straight to you about that comment there of TW74. I hear Sterling wants Liverpool return.
That's nice.
What would you say to that?
That's nice. Thanks for your consideration.
That's nice.
I mean, what's he going to do? I mean, what's he going to do here?
Exactly. It's
well,
like
Liverpool will buy him on the cheap. That's what they'll do.
Well, they're talking Rabiot too, which is on a free. Like, okay, there's a reason why he's free.
Exactly, and this is what the point is. You know, do we go after the likes of loans? Do we go after free transfers? All right, massive, and they say Milner as well. You know, the pair of them were good free transfers. But Rabiot, how old is Rabiot? 29 or something? I don't know how old he is, to be honest. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so I just don't know anymore. It's early.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not serious about it. They're not serious about competing for any trophies and being just being in the race. You know, the also rans. You know, just that like Anna Kournikova model. You know, just show up for the tournament, make your money off the pitch, endorsement deals or whatever other deals you make, and as long as you're seen every now and then, okay, great.
Well, they are.
There's no serious threat for a cup.
Well, you know, there's one of our young lads gone, and he has gone. He's gone to Salisbury, and the point is that lots of fans didn't want him to go, and I didn't want him to go because he was one of our little star players.
Have we got a buyback clause on him?
Yeah. But that's a nothing.
No, because we can't even buy any player anyway.
Exactly. So we could have brought Solanke, but we didn't. We had a buyback clause on them. They mean nothing. Buyback clauses, absolute garbage. That is. Fosie's World. See you, Francine. Hey, Francine. Nice to finally
I've done a thumbs up.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And Youssef says Sterling will have to accept a pay cut to join us. He doesn't realise that. There's no way he's coming back with the wages he'll demand. Plus, I don't think he's good enough anymore. Yeah. Well, you know, do you think Chelsea would let him go? I always remember Chelsea letting Joe Cole go. And I know fans were going, oh, we've got him. Oh, he's going to be great. Not thinking, why would Chelsea let him go if he's going to be great? And look how he turns out.
But look at Harry Kewell.
We've had some bad signings.
We bought Harry Kewell. Everyone was made up. I mean, you know, myself included, because he was great for Leeds. Came to us, and he, you know, I thought he was a groundsman.
Well, he ended up
the ones who put the divots back in at half time. That's what I thought he was.
And the red says, Sterling may want Liverpool, but we don't want him. Simple as that.
Wax Redbird.
Simple as that. Redbird, simple. FSG with Hughes and Edwards are acting like like a comedy club with no ambition, says James MK.
No.
And the Redbird, great the Redbird. He goes, show some love, people, hit the like. Yeah, hit the likes. Yeah, just hit the likes, and if you haven't subscribed, do you know what? There's something phony about YouTube, you know, because I got a you know, what you call them, I don't know, and it was off, and it says, oh, you're being subscribed, you know, these people have subscribed to you, and there was about 7 or 8 names, so I looked, and it was still the same number, so they're not like putting them on the list, you know, like how many I've got. Really? It's sad. It's sad.
No, it is.
Thank you, Frank and JK. I appreciate that, honestly.
Oh, no worries, bro. I'll put Fozzie's link in the chat.
Oh, is he coming on?
No. He's.
Oh.
I just put a link to his channel. He can't make it today.
Yeah, oh, that's okay then. And Collins Oaks, I think our fan base is too split to get rid of these parasitic owners, unfortunately, in my opinion.
Can I say something about...
Colin. Go on.
You sure? Okay. There is no way on God's earth whether there was mass protesting or anything that FSG will leave us. They're not even over here. They never come here. They come here, you know, for Klopp's leaving. A bit of glory, you know, if we're in a final. Never come over here. You know, the thing with Hicks and Gillette, they had a presence. They had their sons here. Or every week, their sons were here.
They did.
You know, and so when the protests were all happening, you know, the sons were getting like stuck in the middle. But FSG, they're never here. No one's here. They have that Billy, whatever his name is, and that's it. And I think
And
he's
no one
based in
sees
London.
it. And
No
no
one
one
sees
sees
him.
it.
So there will never ever be. The only way is we all get a flight to Boston and protest at
No, even the Boston Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox fans have been protesting against them for years.
Yeah, the Sox hate them, and the Celtics fans don't want them. Don't want them as owners.
Neither do the Penguins.
Nothing from the Penguins, but that's in Pittsburgh, though. I haven't heard anything from there. But you should. It's only a 6-hour flight to Boston. Go hop.
Let's go.
Go to Manchester, hop a bird. Yeah, see you there.
Francine just wants to go over to America. She wants to visit New York.
I want to do the comedy over there.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we can
no
make
one would understand me. No one would understand me. They probably think I was Dutch. They probably think I was Onslaught.
We can make our base in Seattle, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Your English is quite good, Francine. Yes.
Your English is quite good.
Oh, you'd be away on business, I know you. He's always on flights. in our airports. Anyway, I think our fan base is too split to get rid of these parasitic owners, unfortunately. And there's a lot of us saying that.
There's a lot of bootlickers as well. There's a lot of fans that just want to keep in with FSG, so they won't say nothing.
Well, I can't understand people like that, you know, because they're hypocrites, in my opinion. They just want to keep the tickets. They don't want any controversy against owners. They don't want any controversy against players either. You know, look, I was on LFC TV, as you know, and you get told when you go in, don't talk about the owners especially. Don't talk about the manager.
What?
That's what you're told. Because, you know, that's what you're told. You know, what I was told was because the owners can pull the plug. And I I just went out because that's what you don't hear on LFC TV. You don't hear anybody criticising, and they know deep down that we did. You know, you said, Brian, JK said it, Francine said it, I've said it, all the chat said it, that we needed players a few years ago. We didn't bring any. What was it? What we won, JK? We didn't. Was it the Champions League or the Premiership?
Champions League, yeah.
And we didn't.
And the one guy we did get from in that time, Van der Berg, they're going to sell him for 25 million now.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't even play for us. He didn't even play a game really for us. You know, who can say what's his playing style like? Nothing. We don't know. And he's worth 25 million. You know, so it's a nice little earner for them.
Yeah, he went straight on loan as well, didn't he?
Yeah, a few times. Yep.
So, you know, but they won't say nothing. They think everything's all right. Because I was on a certain pod, and I like the fella, actually. I don't laugh like I think he's a smashing lad. But when I said, you know, we didn't sign a player in 4 years, you know, after Thiago, a midfielder, I said, we could have won the league. You know, we got beat by 1 point. I said, but if we signed a couple of players, you know, quality players, they could have scored. And we mightn't have drawn those games. Those games that lost us the league. And no, it was just luck. Bad luck. And, you know, so I'm not saying you can't argue with them, but they've always got an answer like bad luck. Or you can't blame the owners. They do their best. They saved us. You know, and this is all that I get every time.
Or the FA's against us and that.
What do you call that condition? I mean, it's not myopia. I mean, the inability to see things for what they are. I mean, it's almost willful. It is willful ignorance. It really is.
Well, you know, I think this is a good point by FSG. I can see them rubbing their hands together at the sight of young Bradley. If you know what he's saying is, you don't have to pay out for anybody,
right?
Because he's good, and he is. Young Bradley's brilliant. Young Bradley is brilliant, and they're also, when I said about wanting the left-sided centre back, they're just made up about Kwanzaa. You know, they're absolutely delighted, and I think Sloot has said to them, I can make Gravenberch into a number 6. That's why we're not getting a number 6.
I think it's more like they've said. I think they've said more to Slot that you'll have to make Gravenberch into a number 6.
Right. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I'll agree with Francine on that one. Yeah. You're not getting any money this window, so make do with what you have. Oh yeah, Kwanzaa is like a new signing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that saying.
I know, I do too.
Oh, you said that tongue in cheek then, didn't you?
Oh, dripping the sarcasm. Drenched.
Well, it's only like what Jay said about you know, young Bradley. They're rubbing their hands together because that's like a new signing to them. And if the likes of our 3 main people, Mo, Virgil, and Ali, get their contract signed, it'll come out and say, like the usual saying, like new signings.
Yeah.
And people are supposed to be happy with that. But the people who are happy with that, you know, it just doesn't go into the heads that they've already been Liverpool players and have been for years. So how can they be like new signings by signing a new contract? Ridiculous.
The thing that really pisses me off, really gets me just gets my blood pressure going is, okay, we're probably going to end up with Rabiot on a free. But the difference is, okay, if you were going to sign him, you're going to bring in that player on a free. Why did you do it right at the window? Just say, okay, you know, just cut the BS. We're bringing in Rabiot for a free. At least he's in camp. At least he's learning the system. At least he'll be ready by week 1. Here it is again. The window's still going. And we're going into week 2 of the season. Still no strengthening. Still no players. So by the time we sign someone, it'll be what? October, before they're ready to play. And if by some miracle we're in the hunt late in the season and we miss out by, say, 3 or 4 points, 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, that could have been the difference, having those players in ready at week 1. And this happens every year. There's always some sort of late signings or tardiness or unwillingness to get players into camp, in ready system, ready to play week 1. And that's
Well, I
very
think
unfortunate. There's no interest in doing anything.
That's
except
true,
top four.
Ryan.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's
I
not.
think it was ridiculous bringing all the first teamers back with one game pre-season. Uh, why Joe Gomez didn't even get a game? Why was he brought in last? I
You're
don't
selling tickets.
understand bringing
You're selling
Trent and
hope.
all them, and because I mean I know we were playing Ipswich, but they're banana skins, aren't they? And I just think a new manager, a new system, and he's only got one game to play to train them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well,
I'm gutted that Cavello went. I know it's like old news now, but he plays well pre-season. I know you can't judge or gauge on pre-season, but he's come out and said, I know my best position, and he wanted me to go this way, and I want to be a number 10. So that was that.
well, let me go through these few things here. Herbert Long's brother, I pray they don't get rid of Dan. That would be a massive mistake. I think Dan's is absolutely superb. I really
What's
do.
that noise?
It's my phone clinking. It's Steve Evans. It's Steve Evans. And I said, I can't put that up. Steve. No, I said, I can't put that up. Anyway, Paul Turner. I agree, Francine. FSG are using profits from our club to use for one of their projects. That's why we don't spend on transfers or contracts. Scottish Bear. Frank, you mentioned Sloot. Don't like big squads. This is the Premier League. You need huge squad to win the league. That's what I said at the beginning. But if he's going to start playing with 17 lads and then the injuries start coming in, he's going to be in for a big surprise, big mighty surprise. Not only that, I don't think he can get his head around how tough the Premiership is. I think he's going on that foot. I'm bound to get called, you don't like Sloot and all this. Well, I
Slot?
don't care what people say. I know, but people are they always do. They always get on and say that
Why
we're
don't you
negative.
like him?
I never said that. I don't like
Oh,
him. But see, you don't listen. I
sorry.
said people will say I don't like Sloot when I haven't said I don't like this man. All I'm saying is about the squad.
Wait, what do you like about him?
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
I think it's the art, how we got into the club, in the way he did it. For me, him actually Klopp announcing he was going to leave sort of hindered us in our title challenge. I believe that anyway. And him coming out with 3 or 4 games left saying, yeah, I could be the next Liverpool manager. I think that didn't do him any favours with us fans, the real fans who realised I wasn't even bothered about this new guy, all I was bothered about was Klopp, that he left the club with a smile on his face, and that didn't really happen. And the shenanigans that Sloot was doing cheeky little remarks here and there. So he's been told that he's allowed to say that. That's why I believe, if Edwards is a CEO, he's gave him the go ahead to do that. And that's why I wouldn't say we're against Slot. I would just say we didn't just like the art in the way he walked into the club. It was a bit embarrassing, actually.
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
I agree entirely because all of a sudden he just started popping up. And I thought it was disrespectful for the Feyenoord fans as well.
Yeah.
By coming on and saying, I want to be Liverpool's next manager. Obviously, he knew that he was because he'd been told. He's been sold, the lad. CW. Now, Sterling won't return because FSG don't want to spend a penny on anybody. And Richard Hutchinson says FSG has no ambition. And James says FSG paid 300 million, sold 10% to Redbird for 500 million. There is money back. There's the money back. We are worth 4 billion. We are FSG money cow. Just versus greedy. They are just greedy. They are. I detest them. And he's so right there. He's absolutely right. And Chris Dick says, greetings, Frank, and true Reds on the chat. Many unhappy with Mr. Burns. That's JW. Seem unable to grasp that power is in our hands. If ever there's a club that should be in the hands of supporters, it's ours. Couldn't afford it. I know what you're saying, because we've got a big fan base, and if we all put so much in, we'd be able to buy the club. But then it's buying players. It's giving the wages to backroom staff. It's keeping the standards nice and clean.
That's what FSG do now anyway. We're self-sufficient. Yep. But not only are we self-sufficient, they're taking money out of our thing.
Well, listen, according to this last night, the thing I was on, FSG, one of the people on the chat said that they don't take a penny out the club.
I've heard that before.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just went, I've had enough of you. And he gave a couple of expletives and left the show. Absolutely ridiculous. These people, the likes of FSG saved us. Oh, they don't take money out the club and all this, and that's what they like.
They don't? Okay.
Exactly.
They're owners.
I mean, they made 600 million last season.
They're the only owners in the world that I know that don't even put any money in.
I mean, this is not non-profit. It's not charity. Of course, you take money out of your club because it's making a profit.
Well, they've got to keep the shareholders. I mean, I think LeBron is I think he's earned enough, hasn't he, from Liverpool?
I think some people just afraid of would rather keep their head down or head in the sand and look down and be quote unquote good Germans than ever be called a plastic or a fair weather fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's
true.
what I think it is now.
That's why politics is the same.
Oh yeah, true.
It's the same ball game. Yep.
Well,
I didn't add much to that. Thank you.
Yusuf's actually saying Rooney, because he's their manager, doing this deliberately, Plymouth, doing this deliberately to destroy our academy.
I'm sure he got hurt anyway, so he didn't go. He's injured at the moment, so he didn't go then.
Yeah, but they're afraid that we might sell him. I think he's brilliant, that kid.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm.
And TW says the only reason we won the league and everything else was because of Klopp.
Right.
Simple as that. But you can't mention Klopp anymore for some reason because he's not with us, and this is what it's all about. Like even Steven Gerrard, you can't mention Steven Gerrard because he's gone. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous that you can't mention. IBR Stella, if we let all these youngsters go and not address our DM, IB, CB positions, then I'm going to be pissed off.
Well,
and it's LB as its left back.
Okay. Yusuf, why would you send him out on loan to a club managed by an ex-Man United or Everton player? Precisely. I think, people don't realise if we brought this Brandtwaite in, some Liverpool fans would go mad. It's just like Gordon. Liverpool fans would go mad because he wants us an Everton player. But if we brought Brandwaite in, what do you think the Evertonians would do and say?
To be honest, Dad, we had Abel Xavier. He was awful.
Oh,
We
yeah,
brought on Brandwaite.
Remember him? Oh,
yeah.
And we
No,
got
I'm not. No, I'm not saying that, France. I'm really not. It's. Do you remember? Well, what was his name? He even
I
scored
don't know.
against
Do you want to begin? Do you want to
Nick
begin with
Barmby.
Nick
Nick
Barmby with
Barmby,
then? Yeah,
like Nick Barmby, and a fella picked him up in a cab, and he locked the cab, and he put him out in the middle of nowhere. He said,
yeah,
"No,
and Everton.
so Nick was in the middle of nowhere,
And
So
then
this is
he played in our midfield, and he was lost nowhere as well. It was like no
I was gonna
man's
say
land. He was crap.
they never found him. I gather. Yeah.
scored the cracker. Scored the big header against Everton. There was a cracker as well. The Annie
No
Rowe,
wonder.
me and James Allen. And Ray Vecino was standing in the Annie Road when he scored. Cracker goal. Anyway, Robertson has said he's pain free now. So watch him go, says Herbert Lamb's brother. Yeah, France. And IBR cost us on loan. What the F? Absolutely.
What the actual F? Yeah, agree.
Yeah, exactly. And Adrian, Thiago, Matip, wages saved, says James.
Yeah.
And
So we could talk about these sales.
well,
Okay.
you know what? As Chris says there, he says Scottish Bear needs a full squad with 2 or 3 new top players, not only for the league but for Europe. I said it myself, Chris, to be honest.
Well, you seen when we went on that brilliant run of the cup run, we played every game that is possible for any team, and then the burnout a year later was immense. The injuries, we were awful that season.
Okay, I'd like you to comment on this.
We may have won the Charity Shield, but we were awful.
I want you to comment on this. I'll start with JK, then Francine, then Brian. When us fans pull in the direction of what's good for the team on the pitch, it's so vexing to them to come up against owners who only care about their pockets. It's time we as fans owned our club. What do you think about that, JK? That's a powerful statement.
Like for me, timing wise, we should have done it before FSG did it. For like 300 million, we could have sorted that out. Like now you're talking 5 billion, So it's a big difference there. I think at that time, when you really look at it, 300 million isn't really that much.
No.
Players are going for half that nowadays. So for me, timing wise, I think we've sorted the fans. It was there for us to do it, but we didn't do it. I think social media wasn't there. So, that unity to do actually a move like that, we couldn't do it because of that.
No.
I think social media gets fans together. You can debate things and stuff like that. But we wouldn't be able to get that 4 or 5 billion together to do that now.
No chance.
Well, that's the point. Okay, Francine, what do you think?
I totally agree with JK there. Back in the day when it was 300 million, I mean, we're still paying off the debt to them. How can you buy us and then we have to buy it back?
Because we could have bought it. We could have gone to Royal Bank of
Went to
Scotland.
Scotland and got the loan, I know, and then paid them back with interest, because that's all we're doing with FSG. Absolutely
Exactly.
scandalous.
But they're, according to some, they saved us. And according to others as well, on this post last night, which was incredible, they're taking no money out of the club. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where did he come out with these ideas? They don't take any money out. So what are they owning then if they don't take any money out?
Right.
Yeah. What's the point in doing it?
They're pathetic, these people. They've got anything about FSG you mentioned. You just get all that garbage. And Anfield Ross says, Abby still a confirmation of that is there. That's about Sabikas actually going on loan. Ian Max says, that's why we never see him in pre-season. Back injury, so unfortunate for the lad. This is Downs. The only good thing is he is still at the club for when he recovers. Good shout. Paul Turner, Ryan looks good going forward, but for me, gangly, awkward in the tackle. Can't afford to give away free kicks near our penalty area. Lesser teams will exploit that.
Bang on those, yeah.
Absolutely.
But he was getting stuck in the other day. He did one tackle on the side. He won the ball. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, go on. You know, that's what we want to see, a tenacious guy in midfield. I think his football brain is pretty good. Like, he can read the game. He knows where to go and stuff. Hence why he might be able to play that position, you know, because of his brain.
Okay, just let me say only a few here. Right, Richard Hutchinson. LFC still standing at the bus stop waiting for nothing. Waiting for the bus that doesn't show up. That's what he's saying more or less. FSGA, says Scottish Bear, has been trying to sell Liverpool in the past 18 months. The greedy Americans have a figure in mind. No ambition, no care. And I think they want around 6 to 7 billion. Then you can have the club.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, according to these last night, say, well, FSG will sell the club. They make a profit of about 5 billion, and they'll give it back to Liverpool because they're that good. They won't keep it themselves.
Well, they don't take money out.
Yeah,
of course,
right.
it goes to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They should give half of that to Klopp. End of story. Give that to Klopp, you know. Without him, that our club probably be worth $1 billion. You know, that's why for me, Klopp was the guy who could make that money change from 300 to that figure now. You know.
Well, Brian says, sorry I'm late, Frank, mate. Hi, Francine, Brian, JK. There's the guts of 50 to 60 million generated from sales just to buy maybe one player. Still nothing out of their own pockets. Fuming. Get them out. Now, Richard Hutchinson, well, he just goes on. He just says, FSG are tight cheapskates and broke billionaire, absolutely broke billionaires. Get them out. Michael Edwards out and Richard Hughes out. Because we all know why.
I think for me, Michael Edwards is the piece in that jigsaw where I just don't like the guy's aura. You know, too shady for a club like Liverpool. That's the aura I get from that guy.
The Scottish Bear says Sterling can do unlike FSG. And maybe there is a golden sky. Maybe, just maybe, they are selling in the new year. Best results we could get this season. Could Sloot be our best signing of the season? Who knows? FSG out.
Why do you call him Sloot?
That's how you pronounce his name.
But we're English, Dad. Don't be doing that. You call him Slot.
Francine, I'll call him what I like.
Okay.
He said, someone said, how do you pronounce your name? Is that Slot your name? And he said, no, I don't like that Slot.
He never said that. He said, call me whatever. He said, it's Sloot, but just call
so
me
I call
whatever.
him Sloot. So I'm calling him whatever, and I'm calling him Sloot. See what I mean? She comes on and argues with me.
I'm not arguing. I just don't like it. I don't like his name.
Look, when people call me Brad Pitt, I don't moan.
And then you wake up and have your shreddies.
Kellogg's. Yeah, look, we had a head start on Arsenal, but slowly but surely they have progressed season by season and now are ahead of us. We haven't capitalised and have slipped behind.
And the
That's a
ironic
cracking,
thing is,
that's
everyone
a
calls
cracking,
Arsenal.
that's a, that's a cracking comment though. Rabiot won't handle the Prem. We don't want Rabiot though, Rich. We don't want him. Oh yeah, there he is. Evening goal. 2024 transfer policy is just cost-cutting and wage-saving exercise. Simple as.
Yeah.
And that's Asti. Asti Evo. Buyback clause by FSG is a quid.
I wish.
Yeah. 10
Lord of
bob.
mercy.
I'll Venmo that. Yeah, here.
You know, we can't all like, but is there any positiveness? You know, this is all I want. I think, look, I said this at the beginning. I reckon with all the outgoings, and there's only two ways about this, two ways. One is that we will bring in a couple of players to appease the fans, but they have to be top quality. Or, and I'll go straight to you, Brian, on this. If we don't buy anybody, if we don't bring anybody in when the window closes in 8 days' time, next week, or whatever it is, how do you think the fans will react, Brian?
The same as they are now. As we talked about earlier in the show, I mean, you have a core of fans who are being I won't say house. I'll just say the good Germans who are and the sunshine pumpers who will say, okay, well, no, it's okay. Well, it could be worse. We could be relegated. We could be insert lower division squad here. But no, I'd love to see fans just get outraged and some more planes flying over Anfield, and social media storm. Whatever pressure we can apply to them. I mean, as billionaires, they're pretty insulated, but I'd love to see more pressure applied to them. It's just this is the best you can offer. Just sell on, just move on. I'd rather go into receivership if this is the best you can do.
Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy and I can't.
Well, what's your take on that comment there, JK?
When you see how much Klopp in the last season, I don't think because he wanted to, because he had to, got the youth players into the team, and then out of them we've seen Kwanzaa, Bradley, even Harvey Elliott, sort of really show us that they're good players. And now when you're seeing Cavalier gone, Clark go today, and then now Vandenberg, all them three guys, I'm not sure if there will be a first team regular in the future. You can't say that, But for me, we've got enough games this season to give them three guys a chance to show what they can do. Instead of playing Szoboszlai every game, or McAllister or whoever it is in midfield, I would have just took Bobby Clark in there. Why not? Because for me, out the youth players, I think he's got a good sort of future because of his dad. He would have gave him a good knowledge of the game. Hence why I've seen him getting stuck in. He can read the game. He used to get stuck in pretty well. And seeing these guys sort of just selling these guys off, and like someone was commenting earlier about selling three guys now, and then we can get one in and cover his wages. That is just what they're going to do. I believe we're going to sign one person, like bar the goal. If that's to pay for the goalkeeper, for example, this guy, the Georgian guy, then three signings, the guys that we let go for how much, about 60, 65 million, is it now? And get that goalkeeper in for 35. So they're still up 25, 30 million. Like, these guys got really cheeky in my eyes, like real cheeky.
Well, okay. What about you, Francine? If do you think that the fans will put the pressure on to make them buy before the window closes? But if they don't buy, what will the fans think? We're going into a season without any new players. What will the fans react to that? Or what will be the
Well,
fans' reaction to that?
well, the fans are reacting now, aren't they? But you'll still get bums on seats at Anfield.
Yeah, but we're
Still
not
get your
saying
away
that.
fans. No, I know. So the fans may react, but you may as well all just be in the pub talking about it or on here and talking about it. Nothing's going to happen. There's going to be no protest. There's going to be nothing of nothingness. Journalists are already, who cover Liverpool, are already saying like how bad it is. You know, they're already putting statistics up. Sky are putting statistics up. Every sports based like page, football page, you know, Dominoes are taking the Michael out of us. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter because to FSG, what and what, you know, and what if we don't buy anyone? Your fans are still going to go. The clubs are still, the shirts are still getting sold.
Well,
I was going to buy,
Francine, well,
yeah,
Francine, what I'm saying is, you've got other, fans. I was on
yeah,
a pod
yeah,
last
but
night, and I couldn't believe what they were saying. So you've got other fans who'd say, but all right, they're great. We
yeah,
didn't need anyone because they believe in what Sloot said.
yeah.
We only need 17 players, or, I only need a squad of 17 players. That's what he was saying.
Well,
And
that's
they
great,
believe
slot.
all that.
But you know, but sorry, but you know, last season, 8 of your main team players were out.
Yeah.
You've got injury-prone players. You've got
I know
players over 30.
this is what I was saying as well.
But that means
You've got,
nothing because
well, it
whether
doesn't.
FSG,
Francine, please listen to me. That's it. It doesn't matter to them what you say.
yeah,
Everything
well,
will be all right.
well, I don't get you. The fans who know, are the fans like us who are fuming and flipping
Fans
and
like us,
talking.
yeah. But
Yeah,
you get other
but then,
fans. You want to go
yeah,
on other pods and listen
that,
to them. They're absolutely. Norman, Norman. He
no,
was on last night, and he told me, he sent me a message. I just got off. I said, oh, I had enough of them. And he went like that. He said, I was disgusted. I'll never go on that pod again. I said, what they said about you, me. I said, why? I never heard. What did they say? And he said, he called you a nonce. Which is
well,
nice, isn't it?
yeah, but you know, like, did they even go the match?
I don't think so. I
So
don't think so.
it's just irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You know, we're all procrastinating. It's you know, and nothing will ever get done. We'll be here next season with a more decimated side. Have about three signings, more kids going. Salah gone, Trent gone, Van Dijk gone, all on a free. We'll have Allison gone. All the team from like the winning,
Klopp.
the ones
Yeah.
who won the, and then we'll be here even worse, more people, and then you'll still have your FSG lovers. You'll still have,
I
you know.
know, Francine, that's what I've been saying.
No, I don't
You-
understand. But you asked me a question about
I
like
know, but you're
what.
going on about it. I only said.
Yeah, but you've asked me a question, and I'm just saying it's a relevant question because it's just going to be the same rhetoric over and over again.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, the
Fans going
Anfield
to have.
Roar is about you, Francine. Christ sake, Francine, you can't even afford the weekends in Edinburgh, love, let alone Boston.
Well, I start my job on the 2nd, so I'll be rich.
And Major, you'll be rich as well. Let's go to Boston and have another tea party, says Steve. Well, that's a
Dunkin'
good
Donuts
point
would all be
about
in the harbor.
boycott, Francine. Brian says that's a good point about boycott, Francine, because they are never there. And like you said a while back, Frank, if fans stop going, they will resell their tickets across the world. It's happening now
Mm.
because you can't pass on your ticket to anybody.
What?
And I'm talking
You
about a
can't.
person
You
who's
can't.
died or any. No, no, Francine, they've been on and said it.
You
So don't be
can't.
saying it can.
You can't.
Don't be
I
saying it.
get tickets all the time. They've got it. They've got
No,
a.
season tickets. They
Yeah,
sell
all
it
right.
on.
Okay.
Okay. When
Yeah.
someone dies or anything or gives it up, it gets sold on. Brian McGivern. Right, that's a good point about boycott, Francie, because they are never there. And like you said a while back, Frank, if fans stop going, they will resell their tickets. If they offered Mo a new deal, probably cost them 36 million over 2 years. How much would it cost to replace him? About 150 million. Get the new contract sorted, says Ian Mack. I wish Slot would stop saying it's hard to improve this squad. John Hendry must be made up, says Herbert Long's brother, and that's the point. That's what Sloot said. We don't need anybody. And Scottish Bear. Guys and girls in Scotland, both Celtic and Rangers have forced ownership out. Mass no show at home games. It's the only way to force them out. Olympique de Marseille, the same. I didn't know that. I really don't think, though, we could afford. I'll go to you, JK. I don't think that we could afford to buy Liverpool, us fans. You've only got to look at Barcelona. Barcelona are in financial difficulties, and who owns them?
Exactly. So, like I said, the 300 million figure, yeah, doable. This new figure, 7 million, whatever. There's no way us fans together we could do that. Football's been taken over by businessmen. Like for me, no one does it better than FSG. The way they make money for sponsorship deals, they're very good at that because every other week there's a new sponsorship deal. You got Lucasade, Expedia, AXA. You just got loads of money coming in sponsor wise. So they're very good at that. They're very good at making price higher for the Liverpool shirt now. So they're making a lot of money, and that's good, to keep the club healthy. But what it is with these guys, they don't know that they have to give a little bit back for what happens on the field. I don't really want to be like a Man United Arsenal fan base where they do protests and they actually embarrass themselves. For like us guys, we're sort of moaning about the owners, but I don't want it to come to a state where fans are taking big banners in. We're embarrassing the club. What the owners don't realise is they're a part of this family. I think they separate themselves and they don't do themselves any favours by actually not sort of even talking to the fans. Because I remember, Frank, you were saying you met him, John Henry, not very friendly, not very sort of, hi, where you from or whatever it is, like interested in who you are and stuff. And I think he's that type of guy maybe, hence why they only come for the odd game and stuff. I think if they put a lot of money onto what happens on the pitch, they'll be at more games. Why? Because every fan in the club loves him. They'll love him, and that's the reason why they don't come to games. Why? Because they know they're being tight. Okay? And some guy who's got a season ticket for 30, 40 years could turn around and say, hey, John, where's the money for transfers, And he don't want to really risk that. So hence why he don't come to any games.
Absolutely. As I said, he had an handshake like a wet fish. And when I pointed out Ian St. John, he was at the end of the bar. There was only 2 other people in there. No, 1 other person besides St. John and myself. And I said, that man, I said, is a legend, a Liverpool legend. And I told them all about him. And the Saint, when I was doing that, the Saint thought I was calling him over. Anyway, the Saint came over. And he just turned around and went, and who are you? And I just said, I told you who he is. And that's the kind of a person he is. He's not interested. Remember when I said about what the steward said? When Werner was there and he was in the main stand, in the office, like around the thing, not on the stand itself, where you sit. And he asked the stewards where the chairman's office was. So what do you think, Francine? Do you think that we could buy the club, the fans?
No. No.
Is
He
that
didn't.
it? No.
Yeah.
That's a straight up
Well,
no.
no. No. Well, there's no way that we touched on it before. There is no way in hell that we could afford 6 billion, even if you had the richest Liverpool supporters throwing in.
Yep.
It's just a ridiculous amount of money. We'd go into administration with that amount of money.
Okay. Well, I just got a message there of Steve Evans. I just want to go down a minute. And which is a strange one actually from Steve, because he said, I've been putting up um, things, messages, and they've been getting deleted. And there's Norman. Hello, Frank and all. I was saying, Norman, if you're still there, about last night when I was called a nonce for a little bit of criticism I had, about on the field, and FSG saved us. Nice to see you. And there's Roddy. Here's Roddy. Hello, Roddy. FSG don't care for LFC to be top. As long as we are on top four, their asset is growing, and that's what they care about. The bottom line is that it would be nice to have owners that spent. I'll go over to you, Brian, about that and what he's saying. They
Well, yeah,
don't care about
I
us.
agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. There's no interest in being on the top. Because again, you're at the top. There's an expectation to defend your title, and we saw what happened the last time. Sepp Vandenberg and a handful of players trickled through, and that was it. And again, their actions were shown. There's no interest in winning the league, or just the long con, just playing along, and coming up short. Maybe there may be a player or two ready next year. It could be the year. Yeah. It's just rinse and repeat. Just flirt with it, come up short, and then call some players. Maybe sign one or two late in the season. Now, this could be the missing ingredient. We have some young players here. Buy your tickets. New kits leaked. So yeah, they don't care. They really don't.
No, of course they don't, because as you know, we're selling off these young lads, and they've all got potential. So other clubs who are actually buying them can see their potential, and we're getting rid of them. They're our future.
Yeah.
If they make it, that is, if they make it. I'm going to ask you to stay with you, Brian, then you, Francine, then you, JK. This Saturday, Sunday, rather, 4:30 kickoff against Brentford. So what would you like to see? Would you like to see the same team that beat Ipswich? Or is there anyone different that you could bring in? And what's your prediction for the game?
I would say the same squad. Although I was gonna bring up a point about bring up Kwanzaa. I mean, after Slot made a big thing of Sloot bringing a big thing of hooking him at halftime. I don't know that's going to play well for a 21-year-old with 1 year in the league, new system. But anyway, I'll save that for later. But I'll say it'll be a 2-2 draw.
2-2.
Yeah.
Go ahead, France.
Yeah, I played the same team in the second half. I wouldn't play Andy Robertson. But then
Who's your
again, if
answer?
Simicast going on loan, then you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
But yeah, I'd play the same. I'd play Canate. I thought we had a bit more confidence going forward. We found a midfield in the second half. Sabozlai got on top of his game as well in the second half. I hope it's not like last season where we were better in the second half. But yeah, I'd play the same team, and I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for Liverpool.
1-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you're saying and what Brian's saying. He's not afraid, Sloot, to change right away.
Well,
Second half.
so Alan Shearer's got his penance worth in, hasn't he? Because he
I
said,
don't
like,
know.
you know, picking on a young kid. Would he have done that with a, you know, a more established player and dropped him? So
That's a good point. I didn't know he
um,
said that.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what you say.
I just have to say, Neil Broderick's just been in touch and said that he can't message you, and there's somebody who's like commenting all the time on your via Facebook, who's advertising and
I'm
stuff.
banned. I'm banned unless they
No, I
ban their
know,
own.
but you know, yeah, but you know, your show goes live on Facebook as well,
Oh, I see. Yeah,
so the people are finding it hard.
yeah, but that they must be looking on YouTube. But if
No,
they
they're
get on,
not. They're looking on Facebook.
oh, are they?
I told you it comes on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, the show carries on Facebook. You were saying, Frank, about the show still comes up. So yeah,
No, but I mean comments. You say.
Yeah,
okay.
you can still
I don't know
comment
whether
on your.
it's Twitter or I don't know. Jason told me. I don't know whether it's Twitter or YouTube. I don't know. You know that you can't comment, and it's best to go onto Facebook. These are all on Facebook now, aren't they? This chat.
Yeah.
No, majority on YouTube.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just shows you what I know. It just shows you. Anyway, what about you, Francine? No, I've just asked you, haven't I? What
Mm-hmm.
about you, JK? About your prediction on,
Yeah,
about the team?
I would go. I'd play Kanate because I reckon he finished the game well. Um, he needs confidence as well, you know. Him and Kwanzaa, two guys who need their confidence. I think Kwanzaa, his stroppy face, sort of did my head in. Hence why I wouldn't start him against Brentford. Also, I would go with. I would say I would start Robertson at left back, and then if anything needs to change, you can bring Simicast there, you know. And also, I believe we're going to win 2-1. Yeah.
Okay, 2-1. You know, a 2-1. So a 2-1 is a very narrow margin, isn't it? Francine
Mm-hmm.
says 1-0, which is also a very narrow margin. Whereas I'm going to go for 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
That's me with the same team that finished the last 45 minutes. I think he has to pick that. To be honest, I think he has to pick that particular. But I'll go for 3-0. What was your prediction, Brian?
2-2.
2-2.
Yep.
See what I mean? So the confidence with Francine, Brian, and yourself is not really there. You're not 100%.
No.
I
No, go on, Francine.
sorry. Go on. No, you go first.
I was just saying. I don't think it's a. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, lack of confidence, just given again, new system, young players, new manager, and Brentford is pretty tough. It's it's a pretty tough squad. So, and I'm sure, was it, didn't Carvalho go there, or who was it went there?
Yeah,
Anyway,
Carvalho.
yep, I'm sure he's spilling the tea to the manager. I mean, granted, it's dated with Klopp, but I'm sure he's telling lots of tales to the manager on how to beat us. So, I don't know. I just think it'll be a tougher match than anticipated.
Okay.
I don't see them scoring.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Tony's unsettled them, wanting to go. And And yeah, I don't know. I just think we'll win. I always thought Brentford was a bit of a bogey team, but I think last season just proved that.
Okay, JK. I'm going to add this to the stage here a minute. I'm just going to add it. No, I'm not. I'll add this first. Right? I'll add this first. And if you go in the game, get to this at scarf or a badge. That scarf or a badge. It will be open before the game. And these are absolutely brilliant people, Mick and Michelle. And honestly, you know, they look after you. Everything is reasonable. Everything I'm talking about. All the merchandise, everything. And the brilliance. You've got hats, you've got scarves, you've got hoodies, you've got everything. T-shirts. The T-shirts are absolutely wonderful. Good quality as well. All good quality. So get along there and support our small businesses. Please do that. Okay, and they're open just by the grounds, not far. Just go down, have a look, see what you like, and if you like it, buy it if you can afford it. Okay, and where was my thing there? Yeah. And as he says there, Mickey M, I bet at the same time FSG are preparing for a new league, yeah, or sell. Big up Frank and everyone. LFC fans since childhood who stopped wearing the merch. And loads of pensioners at Barcelona have season tickets, €200. They stand outside the stadium selling them for €80 a game. The treat
Oh
is
my
like
God.
their pension. Isn't that unbelievable?
Mad.
That's incredible, that. So they stand, you know, I don't think anyone got hold of that. Norman, I'm an old-fashioned fan. I was brought up with John Smith and Peter Robinson running our club. Stability and continuity. I'm not hating on FSG, but they don't match our ambitions. Lovely one, that.
You've just got to have owners that are supporters and are football fans. And the majority, I'd say 99% of them are. You don't. I wouldn't buy something without wanting it to be better. You know, such as a football club or whatever kinds of club. You know, what don't I like? I don't like rugby. So you know, if I bought a rugby club, I wouldn't just want it to be like mediocre or, oh God, we'll get into like a cup, we'll have a little run, we'll keep the. No, you want to win. You know, you don't you can't be a sports conglomerate without wanting to win sports. But
Yeah,
what they do is, it seems like they let you touch the holy grail, and then once you get it and you grab it for just that little bare moment, they just like leave you languishing. Then that's what they are, and I don't understand. I mean, you know, everyone's ripping Chelsea and all that, but you know, at least he's buying anyone and everyone. Broke FFP last season. You know,
well,
the
there you go.
Glazers, the Man United fans hate the Glazers, but at least they buy.
They buy, exactly.
Or bought, because they're not there no more. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It's
they
just,
did buy Francine.
yeah, I know, I'm saying that.
I always remember Marino. And when he wants a Pogba, and he's going to cost 80 million. And they gave him 80 million. And
Yeah,
he
no, no.
bought it.
They paid for, I think one of the first buys was
After asking.
Ferdinand's, Les, the other one.
Rio.
Rio Ferdinand's, and he was like the dearest defender for years, 40 million, they bought him off Leeds.
Well, Jimo Yatunda Eniola I hope I pronounced that right.
Dad, it's a scam now, Dad. Why are you
Is
putting
it?
it up? Yeah.
I didn't know it was a scam.
Uh,
You see, I didn't know it was a scam. How do you know it's a scam anyway?
Because it's Telegram. You want to take it off?
Oh, okay.
It's Facebook. You don't.
Well, I can't get rid of it anyway.
No.
Okay. Anyway, Youssef says there's 10 million fans, I believe, subscribed on LSC TV. Each of those subscribers put a tenner in and we get 10 billion. Well, I don't know how much they charge. So they're making
$8.99.
well, there you go. So they're making like 10 billion out for a year. So that's an extra revenue for them. Oh, they must put it back into the club. They don't take money out, you see. Forgot about that. These arseholes.
No, what they do is they'll have the producers and all that following Liverpool all around doing this, paying for them to travel to all the away games and all that, and just make it. It's just a showboat thing. It's just all facade.
Of course it is.
Do a good TV subscription package, make Liverpool look great, but really the bare knuckles or the bare bones of it should be buying players and strengthening the squad.
Well, Edward says, I'll go to you, Brian. If FSG spent money, they would make more money because we'll be more successful. Would you go along with that, or aren't they interested in being more successful? As long as someone says, I forget who it was, as long as we finish fourth, it sustains their profits.
I wish they would spend more money on the squad. Well, not so much spend more money, but again, spend it with purpose, or at least show ambition, show purpose. I mean, great. They're going to finally spend the money in the last week of the window. Again, we've missed a couple of games. Again, we don't have that much forgiveness anymore in the league. I mean, we're up against Man City and now Arsenal, so every match counts. So yeah, I'd like them to spend more money, be more successful, but again, it would cut into their profits if they did spend more money because it would raise expectations of the fan base. So anyway.
Well, I know that JK has always said that.
Yeah.
He said it all the time. You know, to be more successful, the more revenue comes in. Am I right,
Yep.
JK?
Logic, it all starts on the pitch, though. If the pitch isn't going right, off the field is not going to go too well as well. So for me, you got to start from the pitch. And I think Klopp. That was why Klopp sort of fell out with a lot of guys, because for him, he didn't really care about the off the field sort of stuff. He just cared about his players and team, because he knew what he needed to win games, and the owners never sort of backed him really. So that's why it's always been a little bit of a merry-go-round with that situation.
Okay. Well, Youssef saying calling people a nonce is actually disgusting. Should have banned them from the channel. That's what he says. And thanks, Youssef. And Norman, who was on the channel, and sent me a message. I'm here, mate. Disgusted with that comment last night, Frank. I will not be watching that again. All for us saying FSG did not save us. That's all. That's all. See how you get critical. Is that Francine gone?
I think so.
Yeah, I do have to drop though. Sorry.
Oh, you don't. Brian,
Take
thanks
care,
for coming on.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, good to see you guys again, and take care.
Yeah,
I'll try to
please.
come on
Well,
next
the
week.
link will always be there for you.
Okay, thank you. Well,
Take care, Brian.
good chat. All right, you guys take care.
Take care.
Thank you, Brian. Bye-bye now.
Ciao.
Ciao. It's gone.
Nice guy, Brian.
And our Francine's gone. If we don't win major honours, then a lot of them can pack their bags and piss off. FSG out, says TW74.
Bless TW.
Nicky M says, I get it, Brian. I can't even wear the old scarf. It will benefit FSG today. Waiting till they are gone. Sad but true. See what I mean about you want to get on that bloody channel? Well, I was on last night.
Which one was it?
It was some area. It used to be called the Fat Back Four,
Mm-hmm.
and then we changed the format. Whereas he had some like Liverpool fella. I've seen him before. He said fuck all in, and this girl, I think she was American. I think her name was Ashley. But anyway, and this Gav fella, he was on,
Mm-hmm.
and he just said around. I didn't see the comment, you see, to be honest. And he said, "Listen, don't be calling, people, but you should have, as who said it? Who was it who said it?
Yusuf.
Who was it? Yusuf should have been banned. Should have been banned right away, but they don't. You see,
Yeah,
they don't.
there's two type of YouTube shows. There's ones where there's like everyone taking the rip out of each other and jump on anyone who says anything that
Yeah,
might not sound right. And then you got the mature shows, where guys are actually debating certain topics to find a solution. We're not in kindergarten no more, and I think certain things they're just out there just to make noise and make fun of people, and that's their life, that's their choice and stuff. So I wouldn't take it personally, bro.
yeah. I don't. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It really does not bother me though, because you've got people. Um, as I said, I never seen it. I was just saying that they didn't save us. That's all that I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't save us. It was pathetic, So I don't know where they get the ideas that these people saved us. I just haven't a clue, and it's as though that they actually bought us, and they didn't. They didn't. They just left they just said to the Royal Bank of Scotland, we'll take over. You give us well, it's
Mm-hmm.
already there. So, and they paid it back out of Liverpool's, the money, the profits that was going.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they paid it back. Not out of FSG's pocket.
Yeah, they had the assets to do that.
Of course they did.
What? Yeah. So for them, it was a formality, and they haven't looked back. Fair play to them, business-wise, fair play to them, but
But there was others in the wings wanting to buy it. This is where people
yeah.
come unstuck about saying they saved up. There was other people wanting to buy Liverpool out of their own pockets.
Yeah, but they
And it
missed
was
out though,
brought.
you know.
It was. Don't forget Broughton. He was brought in as an acting chairman, and he was a big Chelsea fan. He was a shareholder in Chelsea. Get onto that. Now Chelsea were up there then at the time, and he didn't want to bring in anyone. He knew what the Americans were like. He knew what they were like, and he knew what they were like. I'll bring them in again. We just got rid of Hicks and Gillette, and they brought them in because he didn't want any competition. Simple as that. And it was Broughton laughing at us, a fella laughing at us. Imagine saying that to a legend of this club that was one of the Shanks's cornerstones. Who are you? To late great Ian St. John. For that alone, he should be kicked out. Just shocking Henry is a hollow man. He is. He's grey as well. He's grey. It's like this. It's like this. He's grey. Stoke and Atte over Quansah Brentford. Brentford are a physical team, so we're going to need Kanate's aerial presence.
I'll go with that.
And there's Youssef, I reckon, will beat Brentford 3-0. That's the same.
Nice.
Steve Evans smashed the Brentford off the park Sunday so I can go and see the Zootons gig after it with a massive grin on my face. The Zootons, great them. Great them. I used to know Paul out of the group. Really, nice fella, Paul. I don't know, I think he's gone he's been solo now for a few years. Mickey, yeah, my fear the United game, Ugarte will probably give us at least 2 injuries, I'm afraid, and then we're done. There you go.
We've got the international break, don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. International break. Youssef. Brentford's without Ivan Toney, but they've got Wizard and Mboamo. But I can't believe his names. That's what he says. IBR 2-1, IBR says. Brentford, Neil Broderick. 3-1 Liverpool. Brian. Bradley at right back, Crenton mid. Give Slaughter 45 minutes rest and see. Give Nunes a go. 2-1 to the Reds. See what I mean? It's not going to be. Just imagine when we're playing Man City and Arsenal and Aston Villa. You see what I mean, JK? If they're giving Brentford, like a very close call. Norman says, I just cannot understand why we are considering selling Scanlon. That boy is going to be a top left back. Steve Evans said once ages ago, he said, it wouldn't surprise me if Edwards gets rid of all Klopp signings, including the kids who he's nurtured. That's what he said to me a while back. I'd play Kanate, but hopefully he is fit because at times he is made of crisps, says James MK. You're right there. We massively need 3 points this game. Give us confidence ahead of the United. Old Trafford. Yep. The Anfield Roar. I'll be finishing soon, mate. Anfield Roar. Is what Jürgen said, I can't do this anymore, really hitting home now? Was he in the eternal battle with the owners for funds? Yes. From day one. It seems to be meaning more this than energy levels. Where K-Mac? You'll never come on this show again. Sorry, Anfield Road. If you like K-Mac. He just says I'm going left when I said that the stands isn't even finished yet. Who'd you blame? And K-Mac came out and said, what do you expect Edwards to do? Get the nut and bolts and the screwdriver and start it. What's that all about? And he said, I'm going, I'm leaving. So left. That was it. It's like anyone who leaves Liverpool Football Club should never, ever be allowed back. That includes Edwards, by the way, and Ward. They walked out on Liverpool, left Jürgen and the lurch, because he was a top negotiator, was Edwards. Jürgen used to target the players. Say to Edwards, go and try and get him. If there was money there. That's why we sold Coutinho, because he wanted Virgil and Ali. So they had to sell Coutinho. And he got the money in for him. Well, he didn't. But, FSG thought that they were getting loads of money, but it was through instalments. And that's how we got Virgil and the other fella, Ali. But it was Jürgen who targeted them, not him. Not him. But people think that he did target the players, including that K-Mac, by the way. He said, K-Mac actually said that Edwards and Ward are the Messis of directors of football. Can see a struggle Sunday, 1-0 Salah, 75 minutes, pen. Says Jay. I'll just go down a little. Scottish Bear. Diaz, I see a right good potential wing back with him. Not keen with him as an attacker. He gets stuck in and good defensively. He could be very good in that position, in my opinion. Never thought of that, did you, JK? About Diaz? Defensively? Wing back, he wants him as a wing back. I think JK's gone as well. Brentford won't score, their attackers toothless as a newborn baby, says Yusuf. The Anfield Brentford tricky game looks settled and reinforced with those two lovely players, with those mad names, Wizard and Mabuamo. Dangerous, but I still expect us to win 2-0. Neil Broderick. I'm confident till we get till we start injury. Scottish Bear, 3-0 Liverpool. Mo 1 goal, 2 from Jota. As I said, we can always. As I said, we can always score. Our forwards can score against anybody. Don't care who we're playing. Got a at scarf tee on now, says Steve Evans. Here, Mac, we are smashing Brentford Sunday 4-0 to the Reds, then bring on the Manx. Everyone's left me. Anfield Road. Great gear. I've got a t-shirt from them. That's it, Anfield Road. And here, Mac. We're smashing Brentford Sunday 4-0 to the Reds. Then bring on the Manx. 4-0 then bring on the Manx. The manager has been set up to fail by FSG, says Robert Blundell. Wow. I can't get on YouTube, says Neil Broderick. That's mad. FSG are milking the club penny by penny, says Mickey M. Neil, that is how I got the new camp in 2001 when we drew 0-0. An old fella gave me his ticket to go in with 40 quid. That's good, that.
I went to the San Siro and some old guy trying to sell me a ticket for the Roma Inter game. And I told him I like AC Milan.
Go away.
Yeah. He was a nice guy, actually.
Was it was it a ticket? None of these like you get on the phone and.
No, I'm talking back in the days. This one, paper tickets.
Yeah. Neil Broderick is Man United have spent more than Man City last 10 years. You wouldn't believe that.
Yeah, they have.
Neil Broderick. Ian Mack, I was at that 1-0, then flew home back for a ladies' day the next day, hungover, top deck of the new camp.
Whoa, nice.
Would you buy a local social pub and ban the locals and bring in richer people from outside? Wow. That's a good analogy, that, isn't it? Really, because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, everything has to have a soul, you know. When there's no soul, it's useless. It's just, yeah. Football's lost its soul, you know, a while back now, and just seeing a lot of young players getting long contracts, 150 grand a week. Fair play, you know. They don't earn that money. Don't get me wrong, but are they just doing it for the money? You know, whilst with the soul just leaving football in the last 15, 20 years, you know, and that's why football is a lot of people, old school people, they don't watch football no more. I met a guy as well in Germany, and he used to love football. He said, "Bro, I can't watch football no more." You know why? Because the soul of football has been taken away by capitalists, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, brother, like, if FSG could get away from the TV deal and went on our own, they would make 150 million every game on TV. Just charge £5 a game. That's incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
Plus, what they would make at the stadium as well.
Yeah.
Match days, they make a good little profit there.
Yeah, look at that. When I said about Messi, you know, what people call him, James MK says, Edwards Hughes are Messi at the moment, all right. Messi.
Not Ronaldo, Messi.
And Brian says, thanks Frank, Francine, JK, and all the lads up the heads. The truth hurts, hence the name calling. You'll never walk alone, buddy.
Bless, bro.
Thank you, Brian. JK, John on Edwards and left Frank in the lurch. Yeah,
No. I'm not an Edwards, bro.
He's back
Oh,
on.
he's back now.
Yeah, look at this. I'm feeling all by myself. All by yourself anymore. Francine, I think she got the ump with me, to be honest. I don't know why. I agree with JK, the immature and mature channels. Thank you,
Bless,
Edward. Thank you. Brian says, tickets 07 New Camp in the gods, right behind Bellamy's goal. Unreal it was. Fantastic. Great show, Frank, you legend. See you on the next show, says TW.
Top
I'm
lad.
doing one tomorrow, but it's not a football one. It's a current affairs one. It's what's going on in the bloody world today. It's more political.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be doing that 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you want to join me, and on a Saturday morning, I'm doing that TV. You're on it as well, aren't you? If you're about.
Mm-hmm.
Film and TV review. Thanks, TW. To summarise, Frankie and JK, we want a fresh new signing. It's all of us fans want to give us all a boost. FSG out. That's all we want.
It's like a cycle. I was saying they can make their money. The fans just who love the football side of it. I like business. Don't get me wrong, but I love the football side of it more. You know.
Yeah.
So the business guys need to realize you need to keep the customers, not the fans, happy. The customers happy, and you do that by giving them new faces every season. You know, maybe one, maybe two. And that's how you keep football fans happy and interested in the club showing desire, you know. That's what it is with signings. It shows you that the owners want to win, you know, and that's what it's all about. It's about winning. People love winning, you know.
Yeah. The outfield, Frank, now Jermaine Janus is out of way. Is there a place for you on matching the day? Why what happened to him?
You do
What
a better
happened to
job than that
him?
guy. I think he just must have tweeted something, or
Oh, go away. So
but
it's
at
the
the end of the
one.
day, yeah, I just feel that guy there. I don't know. He's just not likable. You know, he's always anti-Liverpool when he's commentating. I heard his little comments. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I know.
so he's working for the BBC and stuff, and it's something to do with BBC. I know that.
Yeah.
And that's what he like. You don't see a lot of old football. You know, when you see a guy who's played professional football become a TV presenter, become a commentator, you probably think, you know what, he's probably more clued up about that side of the game. But they're all agenda-driven guys. You know, don't say this. You can say this. You got to favour this team more than that team. You know, they got a lot of A to Z of how to behave as a football pundit. My brother was telling me that Gary Lineker is the only guy who hasn't got an earpiece when he's doing the show. A lot of guys got earpieces. Why? Because the producers are telling them, "Oh, you can't say that. You can't do this." I think Lineker's the only one who doesn't have that. So, yeah.
I want 5 new signings, Frank. 1 every day next week. Am I asking for too much?
No.
I just want to add this, people. If you want to join the fantasy, and there's the football code X3CD3T.
Yep.
If you
Join it. It's growing every day. More people are joining it. Make your team and just join. That's the
well,
link.
Francine's in it, and my grandson Ben.
Even George Scott's in it as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he's joining up as well. So he'll be in the next round, yeah. So everyone's joining.
Excellent stuff. That's really good. And I'll just go through these wonderful comments and then we'll shut. If you don't mind, JK.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, where are we? And James, totally agree, Frank. You're a legend. Oh, thank you anyway, James. Sounds good, Frank. We'll drop in tomorrow night. Yes, starts at 8. It's starting at 8. Got a cracking fella on with me. Knows the score.
What, for Sunday?
No. No. You mean, yeah.
No, tell me what it is. Tell me.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you'll have to come out with a time, what suits us all. The post-match. Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, we can highlight. We can do that for Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So you come out with it that you're on, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That suits you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Because you
That
might
suits
be out.
everyone. Yeah.
And for those says apparently he loved you.
What's that mean?
Not loves you. Gary Lineker's he is the wrong way, says the Anfield Road. I wonder if he said he loved you. I don't know. All the woke, politically incorrect, cancel culture pose, you can't say nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I always remember Clint Eastwood when he said, I feel sorry for all the young actors today, picking up scripts and going. That's what he said. Can't say anything.
Yeah, but you can make films like just pure war and destroying people and this, that, and the other. Oh, that's okay. That's but you can't say that woman's fat or that guy's fat or whatever it is. Ridiculous. It's like, what is this world becoming, man? Working on broken glass society.
Yeah, it's like some marriages, you know, treading on eggshells. Yeah, as I used to say. Anfield Road says JK Gary Lineker doesn't have an earpiece because one big enough hasn't been made. That's it.
That's a good one.
Great show as always, Frank and JK. Take care, says Paul Taylor.
Thanks, Paul.
And Steve says, Jenna's inappropriate behaviour got found out for knowing nothing about football. Right, Charlotte.
True.
Great show. Got found out
It's true.
inappropriate behaviour.
He wasn't even good at football. He's like Arteta, you know, from Arsenal
Yeah.
manager. He wasn't good. Like, and look how many doors have been open for that. Like that guy. Okay, he spent 800 million to get to where he is. What, 2 title challenges, won nothing. You know, it's ridiculous.
And that's it. I forget who said it. It was the other night on the pod. And I forget who said it. And it was about Arsenal and Liverpool. And he said, albeit that we won more trophies last season than Arsenal.
Simple as.
We were going on about Arsenal being great and everything else and what they're going to do. But I really think that he was. I really believe that they will do well this season. But whether they'll win the league is another matter. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Arsenal, by the way. Us, for example, I don't know. I just don't know. And
Game by game.
Exactly. Point is, you know, I'm not going to say I hope we get top 4.
Oh, never.
If we came up from the Championship last season, this was our first season, and we knew we had a decent squad, that's when I'll say, just imagine getting, you know, in the top 4 in Champions League. You know, that's what I'd say. But the way it is now, put it this way, we should finish in the top 4. I will say that. That's all I'll say. That's all.
I want to win the league title.
Yeah, of course you do. Well,
Yeah.
we all do. We all do. It'd be fantastic if we did. But anyway, there, people, you know, if you haven't subscribed, just press the subscription button, please. Press the like. Get the algorithm out there. And I'll see you all on, I'll see some of you tomorrow night on the current affairs. And I'll also see some of you on the film and TV review on Saturday morning. And the History Channel Monday. No, the post-match. I'm sorry, the post-match.
Yeah, post-match, yeah.
Sunday. I don't know what they're doing. Red Bear, I want this there. Yes, so do I. I would love that. And the only man to do it in his first season was Rafa Benitez. You know, people say Joe Fagan. No, he didn't. He was already at the club. He was moulded. And he knew the players. They were moulded. So, you know, I know that he took over Sir Bob. But he was already there, like Kenny. He was already there as a player manager. See, he was already there when Joe left. So I just mean coming from another club, even a different country, and winning us the Champions League in his first season. With you know, there was some bad players in that squad. Jimmy Traore, for example. I'm just saying, I'm not picking on the lad. Oh, blimey. Oh, jeez. Have a good one, all. Cheers, Frank, JK, and Chatter, says Ian Mack. Thank you, Ian Mack.
Cheers, Ian.
Great show. Thanks, Frank, JK. God bless. Good night, says James MK.
Bless, bro.
Win them all and piss everyone else off, says Steve Evans. Yeah.
That's what we got to do. Win games, and it does the job.
Just win them all, you know, win everything and piss them all off. I wonder what they would say. Fantastic show, Frank, says IBR, Stella. Thank you, IBR. And on that lovely note, on those lovely notes and comments, thank you so much, JK. Thank
You're
you to Francine for coming on. Thank you to Brian Fennell, all the way from Seattle, and all the chat, especially
And Daryl as well,
yeah, and Daryl, going through a very hard time. That's why I couldn't really say too much, because it'll be the fault. I really needed to talk about football.
Yeah.
Wasn't ignoring at all. Not at all. So anyway, chatters, everyone on the pod, thank you so much. Thank you to Jason Pennington. Thank you to JK. Thank you to Brian Fennell and to Francine, your daughter. Thank you to her for taking part. Thank you. See you all tomorrow night, if not Saturday morning, if not post-match Sunday. Thank you so much. Bye now. Bye.